Connection to capital, not city, confirmed. It's really happening. Just like Amelie promised. We
화질도
can finally
좋아졌는데?
do what we came here to do. Hey, you're headed west, right? Gonna be a lot of people happy to see you. Guess you'll keep on till you hit the coast, huh? Which means you'll get to see Amelie in person. Oh, that's something. That is really something. Me, I've never met her. Only seen her holo messages back when I was with the first expedition. Well, anyway, you best be careful on the road. There's some bad people out there. More than good, some say. But I don't need to tell you that.
Thank you, Sam. By bringing that way station into the Cairo network, you've put it in direct contact with those of us back here in Capital Knot City.
Right. What's next?
West of the way station are a couple of structures our previous expedition put in place. And beyond them is your next destination,
포트
Port
노트
Knot
시티.
City. It's on the shore of a crater lake that formed after the first void out. Your objective is to link up Port and Capital Knot. But to do that, you'll need to utilize our facilities as additional waypoints. They'll be essential for establishing a stable connection. Given the distance we need to cover, we're looking at using a distribution center and a power station, as to which you should head for first. Start with the distro center. We've got some cargo that needs delivering anyway. Check the nearby delivery terminal to pick it up. You'll be delivering supplies for a Cairo printer. The distro center you're going to has one. First expedition set it up. On its own, it's no different from your run-of-the-mill 3D printer. Connected, though, it can utilize Cairo network data to reproduce all kinds of things. And you can imagine how handy that might be. Now, I know I don't need to tell you, but steer clear of any BTs you find out there. Avoid out's the last thing we need.
Sam, it's Hartman. Void outs occur when the living of our world come into contact with beached things. The reaction is similar to what a physicist would call an annihilation, when a subatomic particle collides with its antiparticle.
오케이.
Alas, there ends our understanding. Why do the dead transform into BTs? Why are void outs only triggered by human contact? And why are people like you able to return seemingly unscathed? No one knows. Yet it cannot be a coincidence that these phenomena were observed only after we discovered the beach and bridged this world and the next. Anyway, to reiterate, the only reliable means by which you can prevent a void out is to stay far, far away from BTs.
BT를 접촉하지 말라.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them.
그래요?
Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
뮤을 제압하기. 스트랜드 사용. 스트랜드를 사용하면 신속하고 조용히 적을 기절시킬 수 있습니다. 이건가 보다. 오케이. 너가 첫 봤다라 이거지? 또 있나? 없어. 와. 골절시켰는데? 이게 어떡해. 얘 못 끌고 가나? 바로 꺾어버리고. 해킹하네.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
다 왔다.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us. See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach,
해변을
enabling us to
사용한다고?
transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive man's
원시인과 불의
Is it
관계.
useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying the foundation, after which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job.
토대를 놓고
Plenty
소재를
of rivers and canyons could do with a good
공급한다?
bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort. Give it a try.
다리 토대다. 전력 공급 유닛 배송.
Now, you've done a fine job expanding the chiral network. But to make the most of it, we'll need to generate more power.
전력을
We'll
더
have to make a
생산해야
few
된다고.
hops before we can link up the closest city too. Once this wind farm is part of the chiral network, we'll be able to route the energy it generates through the beach. Unlike traditional transmission methods, nothing is lost. We can provide power to distant regions and utilize facilities there as electrical substations. You're to deliver a key component. Should be finished printing. Take it to the wind farm and get us in business.
오케이. 여기 가야 되는 길목에 다리를 놓게 되는 미션이 있네.
Hey, Sam, mind doing me a favor? There's a bridge that needs building. Over a river, just outside that distro center. It's too deep to ford, and we'd like a long-term solution.
그치.
The foundation's already been laid, and everything required to finish the job should
저장돼
be in
있다고?
storage. All you need to do is carry the remaining materials to the construction area and use them to complete the bridge. If it turns out there isn't enough there for our needs after all, you'll have to come up with the rest on your own. I know you've got a lot on your plate right now, but remember, this bridge will make your life easier too.
삶을 편하게. 오케이. 자, 일단 지금은
Have a pleasant journey.
다리부터 건설하러 가봅시다.
Okay, Sam. Make your way to the designated construction area for the bridge. The foundation should already be in place. With your help, we'll have the thing finished in no time. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials. Sam, looks like you found the site. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
구조물 완성하기. 추가했어. 와우. 이게 신기술인가?
Bravo, Sam. That bridge should make life easier for a lot of people. You can be sure that every traveler and porter who passes that way will put it to good use. Keep an eye out for other spots that could do with another well-placed bridge.
이렇게 천천히 만들어 가라.
Thank you for your contribution.
포트노트 시티를 카이럴 네트워크에 연결하세요. 포트노트 시티 가고 대강 이쪽으로 찍고 이쪽으로 찍으면 되겠네요. 이쪽 능선을 타고 가야 되는 것 같은데. 휘파람 부는 거야? 오케이. 타임폴. BT가 있다고? Jesus Christ. 강한 바람. 스태미나를 더 빨리 소진하게 한다. 역풍은 움직임 느리게 하고 순풍은 움직임을 빠르게 한다. 야, 바람 저항까지 했어? 저항이 줄어들도록 화물의 위치를 조정하면 이러한 효과를 경감할 수가 있다. 뭐야? 장난치지 마. 어우 쉣. 그냥 뿌려볼까? 그렇지. L을 길게 누른 채 어떻게 된 거야? 도망가. 뭐야. 이렇게 되는 거야? 와, 쉣.
Breathe easy, Sam. You're clear of BG territory. The Death Stranding's to blame for all of this. The gazers, the fall of America, everything. It warped the world beyond recognition. Humanity had to scramble like rats fleeing a sinking ship. But there's nowhere else to go. There's no future living like this. If we're to survive, we need to find another way. A way to overcome the BTs, the Death Stranding, the whole damn mess.
일단 됐어.
Thank you. With this unit, we should be able to power the distro center via the chiral network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look? Incredible. How'd you get this here? You fly? All we need now is a connection to the chiral network. Go for it.
bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level, the bandwidth available to you will increase as well.
오케이. 한정돼 있다. 이제 PCC로 발전기를 건설할 수 있다. 카이라 네트워크에 연결되어 있다.
About time we did our part. Thanks again. You know, I heard the rest of your team was wiped out. Makes what you're doing all the more incredible. You're a one-man expedition. I hope Amelie's doing as well as you. Wonder if she made it to Edgenot City yet. It was her that put us in charge of the wind farm. I was with the group bringing up the rear while Amelie led the way. I've never met her in person, but it was an honor to travel with her all the same.
근데 지금
When you see her,
잡혔어.
feel free to tell her I said so, huh?
Sam, got a moment? I ran an experiment with your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity. While
활동에
this is hardly
감사한다.
definitive, as we have no other repatriates to whom we can turn for additional testing, it does suggest that the bodily fluids of repatriates are repellent to BTs.
나의 체액은 BT를
Mama had the
퇴치하는데
idea of
효과가
developing a
있다.
weapon to test this theory. The prototype should be ready soon, and when it is, we'd like you to test it.
오케이.
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity. We've almost got the whole region on the chiral network. All that's left is Port Knot City. Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies for Port Knot. By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person. One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding orders.
Jesus.
No sense coming all the way back here empty-handed if there's work to be done. Have a look at that delivery terminal.
장비 제작.
Hey, great work. That wind farm you've brought into the network is essential for our continued expansion. By way of reward, I've added a little something to your PCC. A generator option. Generators recharge the batteries of
이제
all
오토바이
nearby
탈 수 있겠네.
devices. That includes machines, bikes, and other battery-powered vehicles.
All weapons will remain on.
Hey, Sam. You could probably get that bike running again if you charged it with a
그러니까.
generator. Why not give it a try?
해봐야지. 오, 발전기. 야. 와우. 어떻게 이럴 수가 있지? 진짜 멋있어.
Construction.
와우. 야, 충전 속도 왜 이렇게 빨라? 회수. 기밀 문서.
For this retrieval order, you'll be hunting down a book. An old school printed on paper book, the kind that predates the Death Stranding. Even before the world went to shit, most were published in digital formats only. It's rare to find one intact these days. Apparently, this particular book was the work of researchers who may have anticipated the
예견
Death
학자들의
Stranding.
보고서.
It was en route to Hartman when it was taken. Mules, according to Waystation staff,
무례
in
소행.
case you hadn't guessed. The book's no different from any other cargo to them. But to us,
오케이.
it's priceless. Get it back, ASAP.
Get it back ASAP. 이제 오토바이 있으니까 그걸로
Order assigned.
사고 하면 될 것 같아요.
Restrictions lifted.
화물 메뉴 열기. 이거를 차에다 적재. 뮬은 캠프 주변의 화물 태그를 스캔하는 감지기를 설치한다. 화물 태그가 감지되면 즉시 출동. 화물을 레이드에 안 하게. 오케이.
Sam, I hate to say it, but I've got a high priority request. While this has nothing to do with our network expansion operations, it's still a major cause for
중요한
concern.
일이다.
You can pick up the order via the terminal at Capital Knot's Western Distro Center. Let's save the detailed briefing until then.
캐피탈 노티스
Don't delay,
설치.
Sam. This one's important. Sam, I received word from Mama that she's completed her anti-BT weapon.
안티-BT.
Prototypes of her design form a part of your next shipment. A delivery of relief supplies for the people of Port Knot City. Port Knot City is a fair distance from BT territory, but the weapons should come in handy if any stray too close. They'll also provide people with the means to defend themselves when traveling outside the city limits. The shipment also includes a variety of medicines, as well as human sperm and egg samples. These specimens are essential for maintaining genetic diversity as they were donated by civilians living outside the major population centers. By taking advantage of chiralium's temporal properties, we can ensure they remain viable for as long as required. After the shipment's been processed, connect the Cupid. Now, once that's done, the entire region will be integrated into the chiral network. Afterwards, you'll be pushing on to Lake Knot City. So we've included relief supplies for the people there as well. Of course, to get there, you'll need to cross over the lake in between.
호수를 건너라?
Details on that will be in a second order you'll need to accept then. Without a doubt, this will be your longest run for us to date. Make sure you've got everything you need.
쉣. 응?
Take a look. This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. It was just one big continent. And do you know what this is?
다리요.
The moon.
달님?
I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise.
달을 숭배하나? 꽃기름 한번 발라주고.
The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
오케이. 구호물자 패키지. 구호물자 케이스 4개를 전부 배송해라. 브리핑 듣기.
This order is critical, so humor me while I review the details. Port Knot City is your first destination. You're to deliver relief supplies and bring it into the network. Lake Knot City is your second destination. Again, you'll be delivering relief supplies. You'll
포트노트와
also be
레이크
carrying
노트.
prototype anti-BT weapons, which will give us a chance to see how they perform in the field. Mama will brief you on usage, so pay close attention. And Sam, as a reminder, this run is no joke. You'll be
최장거리.
covering a record distance. Don't take any chances.
위험한 짓은 하지 말라.
That's a transfusion bag containing blood drawn from you. While equipped, it'll gradually replenish yours.
블러드 그레네이드.
Sam, this is our first attempt at developing an anti-BT weapon. I had to work fast with what we had, so they're basically modified hand grenades. At least, that's how they're meant to function. They've never actually been tested in the field. Who knows? You might be the first person to kill a BT. And wouldn't that be something? But, even if they do work, don't forget that they're fueled by your blood. Use too much, and you'll give yourself anemia. Sam, Mama here. Up for performing an experiment with hematic grenades? Hartman tells me they can drive BTs back to the other side. At which point, the ambient chiralium in the surrounding area should crystallize. It's the resulting crystals that I'm after. I'd like you to bring them in for study. So, to recap, take out a BT using hematic grenades and collect any chiral crystals that form when it dies.
오케이.
Afterwards, bring the chiral crystals to Capital Knot's Western Distro Center. It's a lot to ask, I know, but I wouldn't if it wasn't important.
오케이. 캐피톨 노트시티 서쪽의 배송센터에서 재활용해라.
Back, are you? I don't know. Something tells me you can do better.
Did you see the ridge to the east of the distro center? Well, up top is an old decommissioned factory. Abandoned, we thought, until we spotted mules making themselves at home among the ruins. We need to know what they're up to, but getting inside won't be easy. Fortunately, a few days ago, we observed them taking cargo out of the facility and prepping it for transport. If we can secure that cargo for analysis, we might gain some insight into their plans. And that's where you come in. The cargo is situated near the factory entrance. All you have to do is grab it and bring it back to the distro center. As always, stealth would be our preferred approach, but you'd best be ready to fight if they catch you. Make sure you're well prepared before you head out. We're issuing you a maser gun. This close-range, non-lethal weapon incapacitates hostiles with a powerful electrical burst. Bear in mind that it requires battery power to function. You should visit the firing range to familiarize yourself with it. Use the terminal to head to the range whenever you like.
뭐야?
Use of weapons is prohibited.
Sam, you should be coming up on that cargo. And a boatload of mules, no doubt. Stay out of sight and try not to make too much noise if they're within earshot. We don't want this going sideways.
거리가 안 되는데? 고. 오케이. 근데 한 방인데? 깔끔하지?
Good work, Sam. I knew you'd get what we need. Looks like the entrance is locked down. Not that we were planning to head inside just yet. No point in sticking around. Get that cargo back to the distro center.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Back, are you? Delivery's in damn fine shape.
Active skeletons attached to your legs
Oh.
to enhance strength and facilitate movement. This particular model will allow you to
무거운
carry
짐을 들 수
heavier
있게
loads
한다.
and help maintain your balance. When boosted, you'll be able to move somewhat faster at the expense of power. While
Okay.
this basic type does not excel in any particular category, it is resilient, and its battery consumption is comparatively low. Much better than relying on your legs alone, in short.
좋은데요?
See for yourself.
설계 데이터를 제공했다. 메이저건, 페일 옐로우.
Oh, before I forget. This is for you.
뭐지? 아, 이거 서포트 스켈레톤. 액티브 스켈레톤 착용하기. 오, 야, 185? 총 들 수 있는 중량도 늘어났네.
See you around.
샘 지명을 해. 공장 내부의 데이터 파괴.
Remember that mule cargo you brought back from the decommissioned factory? It contained records, old school data storage devices, which we've been processing. The contents suggest that the facility was run by Bridges. Long before the mules stake their claim, that is. They're not demons yet, but given their close proximity to Capital Knot City, they still pose a threat. We need to learn more about their plans, whatever they may be. The good news is, our techs managed to crack their security measures remotely,
오케이.
which allowed them to lift the lockdown on the factory's main entrance. The bad news is that we'll need someone with a cargo scanner to head in there and hunt for additional records. The more data we obtain, the more complete a picture we can construct. I wish there was another way. But I'm asking you to infiltrate the factory and get us all the information you can. Needless to say, you'll have to fight your way out if you get caught. So be ready for anything. Sam, see that access panel by the entrance?
네.
You should be able to use that to get inside the factory.
와우. 홀로그램이 있네. 이 아주머니 그 007의 MI6 그 대빵 같이 생겼네.
Excellent work, Sam. That's exactly what we were hoping to find. Bring it back ASAP so we can get our people on it. In case you're tempted to venture further in, you should know that we haven't been able to crack the security system guarding the rest of the complex. So focus on delivering that cargo.
이거 스켈레톤 좋다. 안정감이 너무 재밌는데, 그러니까 그냥 하는 거 맡기만 해도.
This is a somewhat unusual order. You're going to want to review the key points in the summary. The Capital Knot Distro Center's holding some cryptobiotes we need delivered to the city. Cryptobiota cells can accelerate blood production in humans. They
혈액생성
may
측정.
well be the hardiest organisms on Earth.
오케이.
Order. Sam, having dooms gives you advantages most folks don't have. But as capable as you are, you're also a member of Bridges now. An organization filled with experts in a whole variety of fields, all of whom are ready and willing to help. The team is here for you, Sam. All you have to do is ask. Got it? Good.
정말요?
Welcome back, Sam Bridges. Always a pleasure. Thanks for the delivery. That was crazy fast. You've really upped your game since last time. The cryptobiotes look nice and lively. Okay, safe travels. There's something different about you. Can't quite put my finger on what. But I swear, I'm not imagining.
뭐가 달라졌다는 거지?
I'm impressed, Sam. You've brought pretty much the entire region together. But the further west you head, the more you're going to have to deal with BTs. Now, we're always looking for new, more permanent solutions. And we know your blood has a measurable effect on them. I told you before that Mama's developing a weapon to leverage that, which is why we need a way to artificially produce more of it. Hence the cryptobiotes. But maybe you already figured it out. If all goes according to plan, we might be able to turn the tide. But first, it's time to bring Port Knot City into the UCA.
포트노트?
The order from Di Hartman is waiting on the delivery terminal.
어?
That's it, Lisa. Don't be shy.
아버지 왜 그러세요?
Just like we used to. Come on. Keep up. Sorry. Did I wake you up? Today's Mommy's birthday.
대체 무슨 일이 일어난 걸까?
It's also the anniversary of when we first met.
Safe travels.
이야. 죽이는데? 포트노트 시티. 항구. 약품.
You, the porter, the one-man army sent to do the work of a team. You and your 2 feet to fill all them boots.
그러니까 그게 열받는 거야.
Cargo's in perfect condition. I won't lie, that's some feat. So you here to usher us into a new chiral age or some shit?
Yeah. That cool?
Hell yeah, go for it. Been waiting forever and a day for this.
연결했다.
Wait,
빅토르 프랭크.
where'd you get that? That little guy?
비비?
Same as mine. Where the hell did you get it?
그렇네.
Yeah, I can't really say. But the little guy came with the pod, if you gotta know.
And who'd you get the pod from?
Igor, from Corpse Disposal.
My little brother.
오.
So, what? He just gave one of these to you. Why?
I was there with him, at the end. We were moving a body. Things went to shit. There's BTs everywhere. And one of them grabbed him. So he told me to take it and run.
That right. So what's your story?
You lived through a catastrophe like that only to keep on doing the same work? Okay. Been a long time coming, I suppose. You take good care of that little guy. He belongs with the expedition. With you.
All right.
Better if you take this with you too, I reckon. Can't think of anyone who could use it more.
뭐지? 기대되는데? 블러드 그레네이드.
Sam, you've done it.
아멜리.
Port Knot City is back on the grid. This community, a part of the UCA. Their data, a part of our shared wisdom. With enough time and enough chiral printers, they'll be able to build ships.
와, 배도?
And one day, the waters will be ours again. All because you led the way.
물에는 뭐가
Though
있길래?
what follows in your wake isn't always good. Any city that joins the UCA becomes a bigger target for the terrorists.
테러리스트.
But we have to accept the dangers and press on, no matter what. The rest of America is waiting, Sam. Waiting for you to take the first step and connect them to the chiral network.
가스라이팅 시작됐네.
I know you can reach them. Make us whole again.
하나로 만들어 뭘?
Thanks. One more C in the UCA, huh? So, you fixing to cross the lake and head west?
Yeah. We got a boat?
No, not for years now. Terrorists took out everything bridges that floats. Only boat in town belongs to a private courier.
Private courier? Don't tell me. Fragile Express?
That's the one. I already spoke with their rep. I'm having them load the boat with some of the supplies you brought us. I'll bet the folks in Lake Knot will be tickled pink to see someone come into port. Been a while, I expect. Head on down to the harbor when you're ready. It's right outside.
이렇게 연결되네. 오, 날씨가 심상치
Don't
않은데?
worry. Port Knot never gets the rain. Feel free to rest up in your room before you
방금
head out.
천둥 소리 난 거 아니에요? 아니, 소리 났는데 계속?